Hi guys, DaveMadMax 6 for Muscle Beach TV on Muscle Insider, and I'm with a new guest today, Men's Physique Olympia champion, Jeremy Buendia. Welcome to the show, Jeremy.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you having me.
It's an honor actually to have you, and today we're at the new location. We're actually in Orange County, Huntington Beach. Where are we today?
We're at my buddy's gym, Fam Flex, Elevated Fitness here in Orange County.
Very cool, very cool. So Jeremy, I'm really glad to have you on the show. We're 10 weeks out from the Olympia, I think.
We're just under 9 weeks out.
9 already. Well, it's going fast. It's going fast. And so I wanted to have you on the show today for Muscle Beach TV. Talk a little bit about what it was like for you to win the Olympia last year for the first time and to actually go back and defend your title this year.
Man, it was, I set out 2 years ago when I started men's physique with the whole intention of winning the Olympia. So when I came up short that first year by that one spot, I came back with a vengeance last year in 2014 to plan to win, and I did just that. At my interview last year, after I won Olympia, I said I was here to stay, and that's exactly what I plan on doing this year.
I'm glad you mentioned that because, the men's physique Olympia is a brand new category. It just started 2 years ago, and already there's already been, 2 champions. So I think it's safe to say it's not going to be as easy to remain champion as in, men's bodybuilding, which has tendency to repeat year after year unless something goes wrong. So do you feel that there's pressure, more pressure to really come in and solidify your win this year than it was to winning the first time? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I want to come in and be the first, repeat champion in men's physique history.
Right.
That'll go down the books. As far as the pressure, there's always going to be pressure on me to come in. Every single show I step on stage, I plan to win. So it's no different than any other show I've done. Whenever I go on stage, my goal is to beat everybody on there. And, yeah, there are a lot more eyes on me this time around. Everybody have a target on me this time. I'm the guy to beat. So with that being said, I've been working my ass off all year long. People think, I'm going to sit down and let somebody take my title. That's not happening. I'm working harder than anybody else out there, harder than I ever have before. And I have a lot of advantages coming in this year. And I feel mentally I'm in a way better state than I ever have been. And for me, that's probably the biggest thing. If my mind is right, nothing's going to stop me. So I feel good right now.
Well, talk about that. Why do you feel like you have more advantage this year, and why is your mind so much better this year than it was before?
Just a lot of things. I'm in a lot better situation as far as, a living situation now down here in Southern California. I moved down here from Sacramento. I've been in Sacramento all my life. Things can get a little stale being somewhere for so long. So coming down here kind of giving me,
rejuvenation.
Exactly. It's just kind of a fresh start, and I feel good down here. My training, I have a great gym I train at down in Marietta. My girlfriend's competing in Olympia this year in Armenia, and we train hard together every single day. She's been a really good support system for me. So, with us staying on track together, it just makes things, flow. So things have been really good. Hani and I have been, Hani Rambaugh is my coach, sponsored by EWG Nutrition. We've been on the same page, consistently for, quite some time now. And it's, last year he started 16 weeks out. Like, we've been working together in the offseason, we've been making improvements, and, we're in touch a lot. We talk to each other almost every single day. And, we're going to be seeing each other almost every week going into Olympia, opposed to last year where I didn't see him very much. So, we both know there's a lot riding on this title, and we're both putting everything we can into it to make sure that we come back on top.
I was going to talk about Hani. How long have you guys been working together overall since the beginning?
Hani signed me actually the night before my very first pro show in 2013 in New Orleans. Signed me the night before. He told me that he wanted to make a champion out of me. I told him I'm the guy to do that. I told him I was going to win an Olympia. And I told him I knew I was going to be able to do it. And the next day, won my pro debut, qualified for Olympia. He still wasn't coaching me at that time. And took second at the first Olympia. Afterwards, he's like, all right, let's make you a champion. And that's what we did that first year. So, we set out the goal and we accomplished it. And that's what we're doing this year, too. We set a goal and we're going to accomplish it.
Well, Ronnie's sure is riding the wave on Phil Heath, and he's got 2 Olympia out of everybody. That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's 13 Olympia titles for Hani. He knows his stuff, and I have a lot of trust in him. And we have a very good relationship, and I think that goes a long way as far as trusting him and the processes that he puts me through. And I don't really feel any stress or anything because I know it's in his hands as far as making the calls, and it makes it less stressful for me.
Why did you move to Southern California? You talked about things being stale back home and everything. Was there other reason aside from, and why all the way down to San Diego? Why not more around here?
I've always talked about moving to Southern California.
Yeah.
You know, since the first time I came down and trained in Venice when I was 18 years old, I fell in love with Southern California and the community, and just kind of the lifestyle down here is a lot different than Northern California. So coming down here, the weather's beautiful all the time. Yeah. It made sense, and I'm closer to my other sponsor, Live Fit Apparel, out of Long Beach. I have a lot of friends down here. A lot of our athletes are down here, so collaborating with them, they've really helped with a lot of the marketing and branding of myself as an athlete. So that's one of the primary reasons I moved down here, amongst other things. But yeah, it's been a good decision coming down here.
Talk to me about being a champion. Talk to me about how this last year has been being at the top of your profession, and I mean, how do you enjoy being the leader of the men's physique division?
There's a lot of responsibilities that come along with it.
I know, that's what I'm asking.
As many perks as there are, there's a lot of things that you got to put up with. There's a ton of haters out there. They all come out of the woodworks now. I mean, it's crazy. It's absolutely insane that how much crap can be talked to you. But there's just people that are looking down from the bottom. So I take it for what it is, and I'm using it as fuel, and I learned not to let it affect me. At the beginning, it was kind of rough. You have people saying some stuff, and I wasn't used to it at first, so you could have taken it a little personal, but man, I'm way past that now. I see that stuff, and I'm just like, man, I must be doing something right.
Yeah.
So, there's not much to be said as far as telling people I'm going to win. I mean, it's just watch me work, and you'll see what's going to happen in 9 weeks.
That's very, very cool. Jeremy, I'm really glad to have you on the show today. I hope this is the first one of many. I was actually told by my partner, Muscle Insider, that you were in Southern California now, so I actually had to reach out to Jay, and he actually thought you were in Long Beach, which you're not. You're actually a bit more south. But thank you so much for coming in today. We're going to do some training now, so we're actually going to shoot a video 9 weeks out today, and I'm hoping to shoot with you a couple more times before the Olympia. And I even have, I should probably say it over here. I'm doing a series, all-access series with Miss Fitness Olympia, Oksana Grushina. So I had an idea about having you and her possibly training at Gold's Venice closer to the show and do like a workout with two of the Olympia champion. How would you feel about that?
As long as I don't got to do any flips or any splits or anything, I'm down.
Actual lifting weights at the Mecca. I think that'd be really cool to have you both.
Yeah, I'm definitely down. If Oksana wants to do it, sign me up. Let's do it.
She said yes, so I was going to ask you today.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I look forward to that, yeah. Tell her I can't do the splits or no cartwheels or anything like that, though.
I think we'll do abs and hamstring or something easy. All right, Jeremy. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today. We're going to do some chest today.
I think we're going to get some shoulders in.
Shoulders.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys make sure to catch that, and then we'll talk some more leading up to this 2015 Olympia, where Jeremy is going to be defending his title, men's physique champion. And thanks for coming on the show.
I appreciate it. Let's get after it.